Hey, thanks for joining us today for FYI Friday. And who am I, Alicia?
You're Jessie.
Still the host, and we're still at Joe's. So today I actually want to talk to you about linking your rows together. This is a really helpful tool for you to know, especially when you're doing really modern designs and you can fit like 5, 6, 7 rows. And you can do it all at once, because on your INNOVA AutoPilot software, it'll actually go from left to right and then down from right to left and then left to right, on and on. But there is a caveat to that. You want to make sure that you have plenty of bobbin to do this. So always test your bobbin and see how much one row can do. So I'm going to come over here to my AutoPilot, and I actually have a design already ready to go. And this is sugar and spice. And it looks like I have about 4 to 5 rows already in my safe area. So I'm gonna start my screen grab for you. So once I'm in the edit mode, and you have to be in edit mode to do this. So this is my pantograph right here. And as you can see, I have got 1, 2, 3, 4 different rows that are in my sew zone. If I zoom out, you can see the entirety of my sew zone, and I do have 4 active rows in there this will work on. Okay, so I'm just gonna zoom in for a little bit. And then you see here, my next row is this little green function here, and it's gonna end on red. Well, I want it to stitch down here on the right-hand side, and then start here and go back, and then down and go like this and back and forth. I wanted to sew everything here in this space. This is gonna save me time. Now you do wanna make sure that you have a bobbin that is gonna sew all of that for you. So I want to link this up now. So I'm gonna come up here to my group attached link feature, and I'm gonna select that. And I know that it's selected because my menu right here has changed, okay? Now, before I link anything, I want to go ahead and click on the white space, because really I want to make sure that I'm not linking a row down here in the bottom, a selection that I already have not, or selected that I don't want selected. I don't want any of that, right? So I'm going to click off in the white space to make sure everything is unselected, and I'm going to select the first row that I want to link to, and you see how that's changed to a dark green or a black. Now I'm going to select the link feature here, and I am going to click the next row that I want to do, and you see how that start and stop went away. So now it's going to go from this green go all the way across, and then stitch down, and then go back to the left hand side. Now, my link is still marked the way that I want it. And so if I select the next button, right, the next row, it's gonna stitch down just like so, onward and onward. And now I have all 4 rows linked up, and I can hit accept. And then when I go and sew, here we go. Look, all 4 of those are gonna sew at once. Let me go ahead and get you the preview so you can actually see that. And there you go. You can see now by the preview image, it is going to stitch all 4 of those at one time. But I'm going to go ahead and stop this because I want to show you a couple pitfalls of how this will work against you. I'm going to hit stop, and then it's going to give me an edit screen. I'm going to go back into edit, and I'm just going to use a couple of my undos, and here they went. I could have also ungrouped those or things like that. But now I'm going to click off. And what I'm going to do is hit cancel here, because I do not want any of my rows to be selected. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select row. It does matter which one you click on first. It totally matters. So I'm going to click this 3rd row. Right? It links to your next row. Whatever you select, it links something to it. So here I've selected what is this? The 3rd row, the 4th row. Now I'm going to hit link, and then I hit the 2nd row. Okay? Or let me cancel that. So I'm going to select this 4th row, and then I am going to hit link, and I'm going to select this row. And you see how it drew a stitch across it, right? So you have to be very careful on what you're doing. So let's cancel that. I don't want to accept any of that. Now let's do it backwards so you can see. Here we go. I'm going to select the 4th row, then link it to the 3rd row, then the 2nd row, and then the 1st. Look where our start is and now our stop. So it's actually going to start at the bottom and end here on the top. So it is totally important on the order that you link these things into. I always like to say it in my head. I'm going to select the 1st row and link it to the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. That keeps it straight in my head, and I know I always have to select the very 1st row that I want to start out with. I always have to select that first. This is a great time saver for you. Again, make sure you have plenty of bobbin. But I do use this, especially on those modern patterns that have like a 3-inch row. So I'm gonna go ahead. I really like the way that this looks. I'm gonna hit accept. It's accepted it, it's taken it. I now have 1 start, 1 stop. I'm gonna go back to Stretching Man because he's always my home. And I'm gonna click go. 1 or more cute patterns are outside my sewing area, yes. All 4 of those rows are now active. I'm gonna hit continue. And then I've got my preview and I know what it is that I am sewing. And at this point, I would just hit continue and it would start stitching. This is a great time saver. I hope you enjoy this tip. Now you know.